is an outrage. I remember subscribing to acestaromari to see Pokemon Emerald VBA-Link Wi-Fi battles, okay? And this is not a Pokemon Emerald VBA-Link Wi-Fi battle. This is a Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle, and I did not subscribe to this, okay? This is ridiculous. I can't do this way. It's too much. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. Every time. I don't want this. I never wanted this. I never did. And here it is. Every freaking time. Oh my god!
Hey, what's up guys? It's acestaromari and thank you so much for watching. Oh my goodness, and today I'm going to bring you guys this awesome Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle that I think is one of my friends. I don't know, because I found him on the Small Gun Wi-Fi battle finder thing. And it's funny because that day I was looking for an Uber's battle for like 8 hours or whatever, and then I found this guy. And so I'm like, dude, whoever you are my saving grace. You are awesome. I love you. You're perfect. And oh my gosh. So anyway, if you look at my team, it's pretty much based around me setting up entry hazards with Yox's defense, and then proceed later on to Lugia in case the time arises, and then start to phase everything out with Dragon Tail, and then be able to get residual damage on all the Pokemon that come in, because nothing resists Stealth Rocks, and Spikes damage also helps too. So it's pretty awesome because I have my other Pokemon, Arceus Steel, and then everything else is my defensive core, and my Rayquaza as my choice Scarfer. Now if you look at his team is pretty much kind of an issue. I mean, look at it. I mean, there's so many things wrong with it, with the sun, and it's just terrible. Like, I don't know how I'm going to deal with it, but you guys are going to see how within this battle. So I hope you guys enjoy this battle. Be sure to yeah, there's no channel this video. Ooh, and it's not going to be that question today because the circumstances are completely different. So I hope you guys enjoy this battle, and let's go. Christmas time is here. Not anymore. So anyway, I lead off my Dark Magician. He leads up with the Yoxes. I'm like, bitch, who leads with the Yoxes? That's the stupidest lead ever. Oh my god. Ugh. So anyway, I go for my Stealth Rocks immediately. I was thinking that this thing was going to go for a Taunt, which he does not do. He goes for a Toxic, which I am completely fine with at this point. I'm so content with that because I know the only thing that this Deoxys is going to do is set up entry hazards. That's the whole point of it. That's why I have it. That's what it's good for. So anyway, I go for a Taunt this turn. He's kind of like, well, I was just going to set up some Stealth Rocks. I needed them for my team. And then I'm like, well, bitch, that's not acceptable. So I do go for that Taunt. He doesn't do anything, and it's kind of awesome so I can set up some Spikes right now. He has no moves left, and that's so stupid to me because I'm like, dude, you just revealed that you have no moves, and you went for a Struggle, and you took 25% damage, which is beneficial for me and not at all for you. So what are you doing? I know you have recovered, but what's going on here for real? So anyway, he withdraws his Yox's defense and goes out into his Arceus at this point. I go for a Spikes again. I was just trying to set up my entry hazards like I said earlier. The only thing that this thing is going to do is set up entry hazards, and that is it. So it kind of sucks at this point because he gets to go for a Swords Dance, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this thing might be able to sweep through my entire team if he has the appropriate moves. If this thing has both Earthquake and Shadow Claw, then I'm essentially ruined because nothing on my team can really do anything about it, and his extreme speeds will take out the rest of my Pokemon, so I need to see what he's going to do before it's going to be too late. So at this point I set up my last entry hazard, and I do go for a Taunt, trying to prevent him to set up any more Swords Dances, and if he has Recovery he can't go for it, and it's going to be all good. So now at this point I get taken out due to Toxic damage, but it's fine for me because I don't need the Deoxys defense anymore, especially if it's Toxic. It's not going to be doing much of anything, and it has no recovery whatsoever besides leftovers, and it's just not going to work. So I go into Arceus Steel, then make a double switch back out into Tiffany, because Tiffany does not play games. Tiffany is Tiffany. She knows everything. She's Tiffany. So anyway, he goes for a ridiculous Brick Break on my switch, and then goes for a ridiculous Shadow Claw, which does ridiculous damage. And it's ridiculous because Tiffany gets taken down, and Tiffany knows that's ridiculous. So it kind of sucks because I need to go out into my Lugia thinking I can go, oh my god, I can go for a Dragon Claw and make this thing switch out, not even have to worry about it anymore. But he gets a crit Shadow Claw, and I know that this thing has a high critical attack ratio. Oh, it's just ridiculous. No, it makes no sense. So anyway, I go into my Arceus Steel. At this point I go for Will-O-Wisp, trying to cripple this thing. I am faster because a lot of Deoxys, no, Arceus normals do not have max speed. They have max adamant natures because they know that extreme speed will be able to remedy that. So it kind of sucks for him, but it's kind of awesome for me. So he goes for I go for recover this turn as he goes for a sword stance, which I found to be absolutely stupid because the whole point of me just going for a recover, I was thinking that he was just going to go for brick break again, and at that point I can take him out with a judgment and be completely certain that I would, because I'm not max attack, so it sucks, but okay. He doesn't go for it, and I get to take him out with a judgment, which is pretty awesome. It kind of sucks now because he knows what kind of artist I am, and it's ridiculous. So at this point, I switch out because I can't do anything to Blaze the King because I can't burn it, and I can't go for a judgment on it and do any damage to it really because it resisted. So I go into my Rayshonda because Rayshonda can both resist high jump kick and flare blades, and he has no weather up right now. If he did have the weather up, it wouldn't matter because I have airlock, and airlock negates all the stab extra effects that might happen with flare blitz that account with the sun. So I go for a Draco Meteor. He sees that, and I don't really know why. I mean, he has leftovers, which means that if he goes for a high jump kick, it's not going to do that much damage, but he misses, which does matter in a sense, and it doesn't because I'm not going to take damage, and he's going to get taken out. It sort of matters. Actually, you know what? It matters a lot. What am I talking about? But you know what? I'm not going to say it because that's the thing that when people know. So anyway, yeah, he goes into his Deoxys defense. I don't care about it right now. I'm just going to go out into my Red Steel knowing that I can take a Toxic, and at that point I can go for a Will-O-Wisp trying to get some residual damage on this thingy because I know Deoxys defense isn't really an issue because it doesn't have any way to actually hurt me, but I mean, it's still defensive and it can stop me from utterly sweeping. So yeah, he goes for a Recover, which kind of sucks because it's at full health again and all the stealth procs damage was kind of negated, but it's whatever. So I go for one more Will-O-Wisp as he switches out to his Giratina. The Will-O-Wisp missed, which sucks a lot because I really wanted this thing to be burned. He might have rest, which is why he came in. So I'm in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about that, and I'm keeping that in the back of my mind, and so I know that what to do accordingly later on. So anyway, I stand and go for adjustment, see how much damage it does because I was thinking that he was going to go for a Dragon Tail, which he does in fact do. And I switch out into my Latios. So at this point, I can go for a Draco Meteor or whatever. I'm predicting him to switch back out into his Deoxys defense, but he does not do that for some reason. I have no idea why. I really was not certain as to why he would do that. There was no reason for me to over-predict that at all because I can take him out and I'm faster than him, so there's no anything that's, you know, beneficial about that at all. So anyway, he goes out into his Gliscor at this point. I know he's going to start to set up his substitutes and things because he has the ability and it's just terrible. So I go out into my Red Steel. Why did I go into Red Steel, you ask? Well, because everything else on my team really can't do anything about Gliscor. I mean, I know that Gliscor has a little bit of offensive prowess with the Earthquake or whatever, but I know I can take it because I have Recover. But he seems to not have Earthquake, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I want to know what you're doing. Are you trying to predict me to switch out? What are you doing? There's no, I disagree with everything that you're doing. So no, anyway, I do go for a stab, Iron Plate boosted, oh my god, Judgment. It does so much damage. Take that thing out, and now he goes out into his Groudon at this point. I don't care about Groudon too much because, I mean, I have Will-O-Wisp, and if it need be, I need to take some ground attacks, then it doesn't matter, but I'm not going to do that because it's unnecessary. I go into my Eon Owl just so I can take the Earthquake. He goes for a Sun, is predicting that. Now, I don't know exactly why. I could have went for Will-O-Wisp, but it really wouldn't have mattered. He takes me out with a crit, which sucks a lot because the Latios has Grass Knot, and it could have OHKO'd it, but no, so okay. He goes out into his Groudon. He goes on to his Deoxys, and I don't know, I really don't know. I was just trying to smarter myself, no lie. I was just trying to get off damage, but it's okay. So anyway, I go for the Draco Meteor. It does a lot of damage to this Deoxys, and it does it to the point where I can take him out with another Draco Meteor if I go for it, and it's going to be all good. So I do go for that last Draco Meteor, and I do take out this Deoxys defense. It's kind of like an I don't care kind of situation because once again, I have my Arceus attack, Steel, and it's not going to be doing anything to it, so it's okay. So he goes on to his Groudon once more. I don't care about it at this point. I'm just going to try to do as much damage as I can, get taken out. Unfortunately, I do get the crit for, and it sucks because now his loss looks terrible and it just sucks. So yeah, I do get that critical hit and I do defeat this guy, and it sucks for him, and it's just terrible. Oh my god. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. It was going to be, it's not a Pokemon Emerald or anything, but I know how you guys like to see Ubers battles. I love Ubers, honestly. Ubers is probably like the best tier, or the second best tier I'm at in 5th gen. I only do NU and Ubers. I try to do OU sometimes, but I think OU is the stupidest tier ever. I can't do OU. I can, but I can't. I mean, it's so ridiculous. It's just the same as Pokemon over and over again. So, anyway, hope I didn't offend anyone just now, but I mean, that's really what it is. You can't do anything different in OU because it's usually not good because everything is standard and everything counters everything that tries to be different. So, like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, comment if you're cool, subscribe if you haven't, share if you have the balls, and favorite if you are fortress. Today is Christmas, like I said earlier. By this time this is uploaded, it's probably gonna not be Christmas and everything's gonna be all good because it might be New Year's next. So I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's if I don't get to upload by then, but I could have a new special. And with it being 2013 means that Pokemon Cypher will re-arise once again. And since last year's Cypher, I have gotten so much more popular. It's ridiculous. I really want to thank you guys for that so very much. I mean, if this is our last video, I'm just gonna reflect on this year. This year has been my most successful year in my whole entire life, not just on YouTube, but my whole existence on Earth. 2012 has been the best year for me, not only because of YouTube, but because of school. I have a 3.48 GPA right now. It's all awesome. I'm gonna graduate high school. I'm back in marching band. I'm a YouTube partner. I have all these friends. I have all these people to support me. It's all excellent right now. Everything about it is fantastic, and I just want to thank you guys so very much because you are part of the reason why my year has been so excellent. So yes, thank you so very much. I don't know if you guys really do understand how important you really are to me. Like, it makes no sense. Oh my god, if we could hang out and go to Starbucks or go to the mall and then go eat fast food, oh my god, it would, you would know. You would just know. Oh my god. So yeah, once again, sorry about rambling too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And now the outro is coming again. I can't really introduce the outro for every video, but I'm so excited about it. I mean, it just looks so cool. So in case it's the last video of 2012, Happy New Year, guys. Have a wonderful 2013. Hope you had a great 2012. And see you next year. Goodbye. Yeah. Bye. No, I disagree with everything that you're doing.